Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Karen's Kitchen. I'm coming on early today because Sabbath will be coming for some people pretty soon. I had my lunch. I made. Welcome to everybody coming on. I made there's my daughter. Hi, sweetie. I made a haystack for my lunch, so I wanted to get my lunch out of the way. Let me go ahead and share this out real quick, and I appreciate you sharing it out also. And coming in here and being here for me. I'm going to share it out, and then I'm going to ask for a share. I appreciate everybody taking the time to come in here, because this is because of you that I keep coming in here and doing this. And I'm going to ask for a share. Okay, there we go. And thank you all for coming in. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. And I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm putting into my. As you can see here, I'm going to put it into my Vitamix. Now, my daughter's probably never watched the Vitamix run, so I'm going to tell you as I'm doing it. Okay, I soaked a cup of cashews this morning into warm water. So you don't have to soak them about 10 minutes in hot water, but I thought, well, I'll put them on early this morning. And I rinsed them real well after I soaked them. So I'll put those in here. And you always have to soak them in enough water. Oh, you have on Food Network. Okay, cashews. Now I'm going to put a quarter cup of olive oil. I'm going to pour into my. I'll put this down a little bit so you can see what I'm doing here. I'm pouring a quarter cup of olive oil into my thing here. My daughter is supposed to get 8 to 12 inches of snow. So she's going to be snowed in for a while. Yes. Yep, they are. They're raw. Yep. No salt or anything in them. Yep. Sure are. They're raw. Yep, they are. Let's see. A third cup of lemon juice. I only buy raw cashews. I do not buy anything other than raw cashews. That's all I ever buy. So this is the third cup. Seems like a lot of lemon juice, but this is probably going to have a good flavor to it once it's going to take a little time to get this out of here and squeeze this out of here. I didn't have a lemon. Oh, it's a lot of snow. You're getting a lot of snow. Oh my. Okay. Okay. Then I'm going to put in a half a cup of unsweetened soy or almond milk, and everybody knows that I use almond milk. Put this down a little bit more so you can see what I'm putting in my cup, so you can see it there. And everybody knows this is the measure all. Just use this for everything. Okay, there's half a cup. Okay, let me go ahead and put this back. And let's see. That's pretty much that. Tablespoons of fresh chives. So I'll get my tablespoon out. I think I got parsley. I measured that out, but I didn't measure the chives out. So I'm going to go ahead and measure the chives out. I don't have fresh chives. I got the freeze-dried, so I think that'll work just as well. I want to make sure it's tablespoons and not teaspoons, because you can misread it. Nope, it is tablespoons. Okay. Back so I don't mix that up. Okay, now 1 teaspoon of dried dill. Okay. Put this back. Okay. And then 2 tablespoons of fresh parsley minced. Well, you can't hardly mince fresh parsley, so I chopped up the best I could. So I just measured that out ahead of time and put that in here. That's 2 tablespoons because I had some fresh parsley the other day for my recipe, and I just used it. And let's see, a half a teaspoon of onion powder. I forgot to get that one out, but I think I can find. Let's see, that's garlic. Sorry about that. I should have gotten that out, and I did. Here it is. All right. Half a teaspoon. This ought to be a good, and I'm going to mix this. And as I mix this, I may need to put a little bit more milk. I should have left the milk on. I may need some more. I'll go get it again. I may need that. You know, and salt and fresh black pepper to taste. Well, I don't use pepper, but I'll use a little bit of salt, about a teaspoon of salt, maybe. If that's not too much. Now you watch the get this on tight. Now I'm just going to start this on low. I'm not going to put this on real high because I'm going to pretty much blended. I want to make sure it's not going to be too thick because they say you might have to add more milk if it's too thick. Let me check. No, it looks fine. It looks fine. I'm going to go ahead and put this in a container now so that you can see what it looks like. Well, let me see what kind of container I can put it into. Let me see. I got a small container. I'm going to go get it. This is a glass container. It's actually a little bit bigger than what I need, but let's see. I can go ahead and use this. It's not really what I was looking for, but I'm going to go ahead and use it anyway. With the parsley and everything in there, it made this ranch look like a green color. Welcome to Periscope for the very first time. Thank you for coming in. I'll take a little bit off here and see what it tastes like. Different. Put this back now and I'll run that later. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. I'm planning on posting the recipe up on my Facebook page. You can see this is the ranch. You can use this in a salad. You can use it for dip, not dipping tortillas into it, or corn chips or whatever you have. Hi, Alexis. Here's my cheesy or my cashew ranch. Cashews is the main. Can I scroll back to your question? Sure. Let me see. I like this fact I can scroll back. Okay. I will post it. Yes, I'll post the recipe. Yeah, it is loud. Karen, what's the difference between the almond milk on the shelf and the one in the refrigeration section? There really isn't much difference. It's just that the one's colder than the other. I buy both. You can buy it either way, you know. But once you open it, it has to be refrigerated. That's the only difference I find, because they still taste the same as far as I can You're welcome. As far as I can as I can tell, they still taste the same. I don't taste any difference. Well, thank you for the super hearts. You're very welcome. As you can see, this looks very good, doesn't it? And the Vitamix mixed it up very well. I didn't need any more milk or anything to it. It's a simple recipe. For those that just came in, I will tell you what I did. I had a cup of raw cashews. They are raw now, but I soaked them for several hours this morning in warm water. Thank you for the super hearts. I take a fourth cup of olive oil, a third cup of lemon juice, a half a cup of unsweetened almond milk, which I use the unsweetened almond milk, 2 tablespoons of fresh garlic chives. This is regular chives works better. 1 teaspoon of dried dill. Well, that's what I had was regular chives, the dried. So a teaspoon of dried dill, 2 tablespoons of fresh parsley minced, a half a teaspoon of onion powder, a dash of paprika, which I forgot, and salt and black pepper to taste. I forgot the paprika, but I think it'll be just fine anyway. It's easy to miss something. But anyway, doesn't this look good? Look at that. Very pretty green color. Yeah, I can't believe how easy this was to make. When I looked at the recipe, I thought, oh, I want to make this. I want to make this at a time when it's not going to take too long to make it. Yeah, it is awesome. Like I said, you can use tortilla chips. You can dip tortilla chips in it, corn chips, or whatever you might have. And like I said, I made me a haystack for lunch, and I just finished it. So I'm good to go for the rest of the day. But I can make a salad with this for tomorrow, or I can just use some tortilla chips that I have. I've got organic tortilla chips, and use them and dip it in there, because you can use this either way, a dip or a dressing, however you choose to make it. But I like the fact it's got that green color, and I think it's the parsley that makes it that green color. Yes, I have. A long time ago, I have made almond milk. And I might do that one of these times on Periscope, is make some almond milk. That takes raw almonds. You want to make sure your almonds are raw. You do not want to use anything that's not raw. Because when I buy my almonds, that's how I buy them. I buy them in bulk, and they are pretty expensive. But I do buy them. There's a store here in town called Winco Foods, and they have a lot of bulk. They have almonds and cashews, pecans. They have a lot of the nuts and that all, you know, in various different forms. They have them salted and unsalted. They have raw. Yeah, they are. They're really high. Cashews are really higher than almonds. I think there's something on my... I haven't bought them in a while because I'm kind of stocked up now. But I think when I first bought them, they were about $8 a pound, where cashews or where almonds were about $5, $6 a pound. They're still plenty high, but they're 50. Yeah, you're right. They're good, but they're high. They're good for you. Now, and some people may be allergic to nuts like the almonds. You know, that's fine. You could probably, you know, make an adjustment and do something else. Yeah, you're right. Cashews are expensive, but that's the only way I buy them is raw. There's no salt, no oil, or anything in them. They're completely raw. That's the best way to buy them. That's the only thing I use in my recipes. Unless it calls for salted cashews, which I've never seen that, or roasted cashews. Then you could just take and put them in the oven and roast them. But other than that, I use raw. That's better for you. They're more expensive. Like I say, they come in different forms because they've got different containers for like salted and unsalted and raw. And I'm really glad when I can find something that I really know that'll be of value to me and for everybody else. Flaxseed. I've never heard of doing that, but you know, flaxseed is versatile too. You can use that in about everything. Real good for you. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. Thank you to everybody coming in. Yes, I've never heard of putting flaxseed in, but that would make sense. Like I said, these are kind of versatile recipes. You can tweak them to your liking. You make them any way you want. You don't have to follow the recipe completely 100% the first time unless you want to. I usually try to, and then after I've made it, if there's a little taste differential or it doesn't taste as good to me as I thought it should, then I go ahead and add something to it that it may be lacking. Now, I did watch Alexis's Periscope this morning, and I was drooling watching her do her Periscope. I was really doing. She had a good this morning. So, and it was vegan yet, so it was. Do you use quinoa some? Yes, I do. I use quinoa and I use lentils. Now, when I made my lunch, I made with the haystacks, I put lentils on the bottom. Yeah, you probably can, Alexis. Zucchini, yes. Well, I still eat potatoes. I still eat a lot of potatoes, Alexis, so that doesn't matter. But zucchini, yes. I love zucchini. So that'd be good too. But I mean, my mouth was watering. It was so very, very good. I mean, it really appealed to me, you know. I'm going to have to try to make that. I'll have to try to make that cheesy bread that you made too that looked like pizza the other day. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. What's for Sabbath dinner? I really don't know. I usually don't eat much for Sabbath dinner. We don't have well, we do have a potluck tomorrow, but I'm not staying for it. I usually just eat something real light, you know. And I don't plan on doing it. I don't cook on Sabbath for cooking scopes. I do that. I'll wait till Sunday and come on and I'm try to get my menus all planned for this next week again. Do like Alexis does. Have a week's worth planned out ahead of time. It makes sense to plan it out, and then I'm not always trying to look for recipes all the time. You know, I mean, it's going to take me some time to find what I'm looking for, but I know I'll find them. But you know, I have a lot of fun. The more recipes I find, the more I want to do this. It's a lot of fun to take time to find something that I know that other people are going to want to make and try it out. Now, people are saying that they wanted to make the recipe I made the day before yesterday. And I hope they do that with the I think it was the cranberries and the chickpeas, the salad sandwiches. It was really good. Yes, it is. It is preparation day. That's why I'm doing this Periscope now, because Sabbath comes on early for some people, especially those that live in the East Coast. Like Erlene, Sabbath comes on real early because she's 3 hours ahead of me. I don't see her in here right now, but I want to come on here and get this done because I knew it wouldn't take long to do it, so I ate my lunch early today because I knew this would not take long to make it all. I love making things that don't take long. And you know, I use all the Pampered Chef tools. Everybody, Alexis knows this is the measure all. This is the 1 cup measure all. This is my go-to measure all because I use it all the time. And I use these all the time. These are like my go-to. Okay, all right. That's fine. These are my go-to as well. As well as, let's see. Well, and this is another go-to. The Pampered Chef chopper. Oh, yeah, I figured it was, yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right. And that's okay to be addicted to Pampered Chef because the products are so very good. You know, now that I've started buying them, I don't want to use anything else but Pampered Chef. And that's why Alexis comes in here to share with everybody how to cook your own food and use Pampered Chef tools. And by the way, if you're not following Alexis, follow her. She's got a Facebook page for Pampered Chef. Go in there and follow her. And if you want to be a consultant, contact her. If you also want to host a party, contact her. Or if you want to buy something. And if you want to buy something, then let her know you want to buy something and she will get you going because she's the consultant that people here on Periscope used. I've been buying a lot from her. And that's her side business. She has a job that she goes to every day, Monday through Friday, but that's her side business. So she is out to make a little extra money. So if you're not following Alexis, and she's in here right now, go and follow her and tell her what you want. You want to use your... Oh, those microwave grips. My daughter loved the microwave grips. They look so funny. I love the microwave grips too because they look like a pair of lips. But you know, everything you buy from Pampered Chef is going to be... Now, my daughter got the stackable measuring cups. And those are... I looked at those things, which she showed me the other day on FaceTime. They are cool too. I mean, Pampered Chef has a lot of great tools. But I figure since I've already got the measure-alls, I don't need the stackable ones. Because these measure-alls, like I said, are my go-to. I use these constantly. I like the fact that I can use the liquids on one side and the solids on the other. That makes it so nice. So you're not using more than one measuring cup. Because before I had these things, I'd have to get more than one measuring cup out to measure solids in one and liquids in another. And I said, this is getting kind of old. So this way you don't have to do it. You've got one measuring cup for everything. It makes it ideal. These are some of the first things I bought from Pampered Chef because I wanted to have them. And boy, I tell you, they have really come in handy because I use them constantly, over and over. Every day when I do any cooking on here, I use them. I use the adjustable spoons. And I love those adjustable spoons like I showed you. These here, I use these all the time. How long have I been vegan? I think almost 2 years. I just can't quite remember when I started last year or the year before, but it's been almost about 2 years. Some people on here have been vegan a lot longer than I have, but I have lost over 50 pounds. You know, any good health benefits? Oh yes, you have a little bit more energy. Of course, I can go back to my older periscopes before I started even on this plant-based diet, and I can see where I have changed. In fact, I don't recognize myself from the old periscopes because I was 250 pounds. I had a real fat face and everything. And I looked at those and I look at me now and I said, well, who is that person? I don't recognize her, which I didn't. I didn't recognize myself at all. But it's amazing how it's thinned my face out. I've lost a lot of weight where my clothing is looser now. I wear looser clothing. I can buy smaller sizes because I can look in the mirror. And every time I can put something on that's smaller than what I used to wear, I'm really happy about that. Not really. A lot of people think it is, but it's not. It's healthier. Let me tell you that. It's a lot healthier. Now, I will say this. I do buy organic. However, not everything I buy is organic because organic is expensive. And organic is not for everybody. Not everybody can afford it because it is quite expensive. I do try to buy it whenever possible, though, because it is better for you because of the chemicals they put in a lot of the foods. You have to be so careful. They put so many chemicals in the food that if you don't know what you're getting and you get those chemicals in your body, you're going to get sick and you're not going to realize it. So you have to be diligent and do the best you can. If you can buy organic, that's the best thing you can do is buy organic when it's feasible. I only buy it when I can. I can't buy it all the time, but when I have the money for it, when the money comes in, which it will be coming in either today or Monday, because I got an email on it, then I'll be able to buy a little bit more organic because I believe in organic and non-GMO for that matter. I believe in both. And I try to go that route if at all possible. However, like I said, organic is quite expensive. You're not going to be able to buy everything organic. But if you can afford it, try to buy it because you're a lot better off to have anything that's organic and non-GMO. And everybody, you ought to know what the GMO is. The non-GMOs, that means you don't have genetically modified organisms in the food. Because if it's not non-GMO, you're going to have those genetically modified organisms. Now, what I try to do is if I can't get organic, I will try to make sure that the food is non-GMO. And it should be clearly marked, whatever you buy. It should be marked on your cans, on your packaging, or whatever you're buying. It should be marked non-GMO. Look for non-GMO at least. At least you know you won't have those genetically modified organisms. And you got to be careful of the cans too. What I'm trying to do is avoid a lot of the cans that aren't BPA free. Now they're starting to make the cans BPA free now. But if they're not, just best thing to do is take your stuff out of the cans and put it in a glass container. I suggest glass because it's better for you than plastic. Put it in a glass container and store it that way. Because you don't know, those cans, if they're not BPA free, that stuff can leach into your food. And you don't want that. But I've been noticing now more of the stuff that I've been buying, organic things I've been buying, the cans are BPA free. So they're starting to get health conscious on that too, which is good. But years ago, they just didn't do that. And some of the manufacturers still don't. But the ones that you can't, that are BPA free, that's what I buy. Now, I've seen plastic containers that are BPA free. I hesitate buying them too. I do have a few of those, but I hesitate using them because I feel the glass is much more important to use. When I use my microwave, I do not use anything in my microwave but glass. You don't want to put plastic in your microwave, because a lot of that plastic can leach into your food. Do you want really get that stuff leaching into your food? Not really. And you know glass is better for you anyway. So I try to buy as much glass as I can. I buy them, and I got a few for Christmas. The bowls that I use here on Periscope are from Pampered Chef. They're they're all glass. I love glass, so I try to buy as much glass as I possibly can and use it, because I still use my microwave. I know a lot of people say the microwave isn't good to use, but I feel if you can use it properly, use the right things in it, like your glass, you're not going to have any problem. Because plastic, we all know, is not good. A lot of the plastics that were made from years ago are not BPA free. Now, like I said, they are starting to make BPA free plastic now. I do have a few of them, but like I said, I hesitate using them. I would rather use the glass when I put it in the microwave. If I store something in it that's not, I don't put it in the microwave, that's fine. But I'm not going to put it in the microwave if it's not glass, because it's a lot healthier to use glass, because it's safer that way. You just have to be careful you don't break it. So I'm so careful when I use my glass bowls or anything glass storage containers that I don't break them, because I would feel really bad if they broke on me. Hi, Alexis. Good to see you. Welcome. Here is my cashew ranch, and I'll tell you what I have in it, so you know. And I'm going to post it up on my vegan Facebook page as well. I took a cup of cashews. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. Welcome. I took a cup of cashews and I soaked them in water, enough water to cover them, and then I put everything in my Vitamix with a third cup of olive oil, a third cup of lemon juice, or a fourth cup of olive oil, a third cup of lemon juice, a half a cup of unsweetened soy milk or almond milk, which I used almond milk, 2 teaspoons of fresh garlic chives, tablespoons, 1 teaspoon of dried dill, 2 tablespoons of fresh parsley minced, and I really, oh, okay, all right, my Facebook group is called Karen's Vegan Heaven. Just go into Facebook and search for Karen's Vegan Heaven and ask to join the group, and I will approve you, because I've approved quite a few already. I think as of this morning, I had 289 members in my group. So for me, that's really good. And then let's see, half a teaspoon of onion powder, a dash of paprika, which I didn't use that, and salt. I forgot the paprika, but that's okay. How much in olive oil? I believe it was a quarter cup. Yeah, a quarter cup of olive oil. But this recipe with the finished product will be posted up on Karen's Vegan Heaven, so you know how much of each ingredient that I used, because that's what that Facebook page is for, so that we can post our recipes up there with the amounts that we use plus the finished product, because people want to see how to make it. They want to see what it looks like, and they can determine if they want to make it themselves. I posted things on there yesterday and the day before yesterday, and I'll post this today. This is very simple to make. Doesn't take very long. I got my Vitamix out and mixed it up in it, and made it up, and you can see it blended up nice and smooth. And you can use this in salads. You can use it for dips, you know, dip carrots in, or tortilla chips, corn chips, which I've got little bitty baby carrots, and I might dip that in it. I know it does look delicious. And the parsley is what makes it look so green, because I used parsley, and I like the color of it. It's very, very pretty. It is delicious. I've already tried it. It is delicious. And with the lemon juice gives it that zing that you need, because without lemon juice it'd be kind of bland, but the lemon juice gives it that zing. Well, yeah, I suppose it's supposed to be a dressing with cashews, but yeah, I suppose it could be, because it has the parsley in it. Hi, Crystal, good to see you. Welcome. Because it had parsley in it, and that's what turned it green, you know. And I thought, well, I'm just going to let it go, because I want the parsley in there. I want it a different color, because you know your regular ranch dressing is white. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. Your regular ranch dressing is white. Well, you know what makes this so creamy is the cashews. The cashews themselves make it very creamy. But the object of those cashews are to make sure that you soak them in plenty of water, long enough. I've got mine out this morning and soaked them for several hours in water. I use almond milk a lot. I use that more than I use any other milk. I have never used cashew milk. I use almond milk. I have used soy milk a time or two, but I like almond milk the best. And this is the one that I buy. Well, you can make your own. This is what I buy, and this is the unsweetened kind. I recommend almond milk because I put vanilla almond milk in my cereal. So I use this the most, but you can make your own. Okay, and you soak it. I soak it just in water. You just put enough water on it to cover them. Take a cup of cashews, put them in a bowl. Oh yeah, it is good. I just took a cup of cashews and put them in the bowl and put enough water on it to cover them. You want to cover them completely and just let them soak for a while. And you know, they can swell up and get real big. Of course, then I drain the water off and then I rinse them. Rinse them real good. In case there's still any dirt or anything in there, you rinse them real good. And then I put them in the Vitamix and mixed everything with it. That's what made this, as you can see, it's very creamy because of the cashews. The cashews really do it. I have a lot of recipes that I use cashews. They're very good for you. They're expensive, but they're really good. They make things so much creamier. Now, a lot of people can't afford cashews, but I happen to like cashews. Of course, when I eat them, I buy them with it. You know, I'll eat them by the handfuls. I have the salt and stuff on them. But these are raw cashews. There's nothing in them. And I go to a certain store, a special store that we have here called Winco Foods, where I buy my cashews at. I buy them in bulk, them and the almonds as well. And you can buy pecans and almond as well, a lot of nuts like that, and put them in bulk. And it's best to take your cashews and your almonds and probably store them in the refrigerator or freezer so they don't get rancid on you. That's the best thing for them. That's what I got my cashews in the refrigerator. And the almonds, I've got them stored in a glass container that's airtight, so nothing can get at them or get to them. So they're okay there too. But these cashews were just in a plastic bag that I bought at the store. I thought, well, that's not going to work. You got to put them in something. So I just put them in the refrigerator the way they were, and store them that way. And nothing's going to happen to them. You know, they'll stay nice. They'll stay fresh, and you can use them whenever you need them. But I wanted to come in here and show you this because you can make your own dressing. It's just real simple. If you take the time, and like I said, I will post this up on Facebook for those that are interested in making it. Try it yourself and see if you like it. Now, feel free to use it in a salad because that's what it's for. It's actual dressing, but you can use it in a salad. You can use it as a dip, whatever you want to use it for. I'm going to ask the question when I post it up on Facebook. Now, how will you use this? Will you use this as a dip, or will you use it as a dressing? And will you make it from 0 to 10? Will you make this? That's the question I ask, because that's what Alexis likes for us to do, is ask a question. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to call this a quit for a little because I got a little bit of cleanup I want to do. But I just want you to see, if you want to take a screenshot of this, that it looks really nice and pretty. A pretty green, a baby green. And it's very good tasting. I've already tasted it. And it's one that I'm going to use a lot of, I'm sure. I've got the lid here, and I'm going to put it in the refrigerator. Yes, it is. It's got lemon juice in it. It does make it tangy. Lemon juice makes it a little tangy. I think there's a 1/3 cup of lemon juice. Let me see. Yeah, a 1/3 cup of lemon juice. So it does make it a little tangy. But that's fine because the ranch dressing you get in the store, it's got all kinds of chemicals in it. You know, it's a little on the tangy side too, but I think a lot of the ranch dressings and stuff, they put vinegar in it. Well, I don't use vinegar. I use lemon juice. So I'm going to go ahead and go now. And so I can go ahead and post this up on Facebook. But I thank you all for coming in and sharing this out and being here for me. And I hope you have a great and marvelous weekend. I won't be coming back on for a cooking scope until Sunday. So in the meantime, you guys have a blessed weekend. Take care. And until we meet again, bye-bye.